A 5-second hug. That's all it was. 5 seconds on stage at a Turning Point USA event in Mississippi. But in those 5 seconds, the internet found what it was looking for: a scandal, an affair, a conspiracy that's still going viral 2 months later. This is the story of how a moment of grief became a full-blown rumor mill, and how millions of people became convinced that Vice President J.D. Vance and Erika Kirk, the widow of conservative activist Charlie Kirk, are hiding something. So let's break down what actually happened, what the internet thinks happened, and why this story refuses to die. October 29, 2025, the University of Mississippi. Nearly 10,000 people packed into the Sandy and John Black Pavilion for a Turning Point USA event. It was Erika Kirk's first major public appearance since her husband Charlie was shot and killed 6 weeks earlier while speaking at a college campus in Utah. The event was emotional from the start. Organizers played a video of Charlie Kirk introducing Vice President J.D. Vance from a previous event. When the clip ended, Erika walked onto the stage to introduce Vance in person. And before she did, she said something that would later fuel endless speculation. "No one will ever replace my husband," she told the crowd. "No, but I do see some similarities of my husband in Vice President J.D. Vance. I do." Then Vance walked out. They embraced. And in that moment, social media found its smoking gun. Erika's right hand went to the back of Vance's head. Her fingers ran through his hair. Vance's hands rested on her waist. The hug lasted less than 5 seconds, but it was long enough. Within hours, the clip had millions of views. Twitter exploded. Reddit went into overdrive. TikTok users started dissecting every frame. One post blew up with over 83,000 likes in a single day, captioned simply, "They are sleeping together." Another user wrote, "I don't care what anyone says, this is not how you hug your friend." The post included screenshots showing Erika's hand placement and Vance's grip on her waist. People started calling it inappropriate, disrespectful, evidence of an affair. Body language experts immediately weighed in. Patty Wood, who authored a book on detecting deception, said Erika tilted her head upon seeing Vance, showing what she called deep recognition and affection. She noted the lack of formality in their interaction and pointed out that Erika's hand on the back of Vance's head showed deep closeness. But here's where it gets interesting. An initial still photo went viral showing Vance's hand allegedly on Erika's hip and pants. That image spread like wildfire. Except when you watch the full video, that's not what happened. The photo caught the exact moment Vance was pulling his hand away from her waist, bringing it back down to his side. The full context told a different story. But by then, the damage was done. The conspiracy theories started immediately. One user on Twitter wrote, "Boy, when the truth comes out about Erika Kirk, folks are going to be mind blown. Poor Charlie had no idea who he was really married to." That tweet got over 37,000 likes. Others started connecting dots that weren't there. They pointed to the fact that Erika called Vance an amazing man, that she said she saw similarities between him and her late husband, that the hug seemed too intimate for a widow and a married vice president. Then came the timing. Just 3 weeks after that hug, Usha Vance was photographed at a military event without her wedding ring. And again, less than a week later, still no ring. The internet put 2 and 2 together and got 5. Social media erupted with theories that Usha was sending a message, that she was done with JD, that maybe, just maybe, there was something to these Erika Kirk rumors after all. One viral post read, "Coupled with the fact that J.D. Vance's wife seems to have taken off her wedding ring, it seems obvious." The implication was clear. Usha knows something we don't. But wait, it gets wilder. In late November, fake pregnancy rumors started spreading. AI-generated Facebook posts claimed Erika was 8 weeks pregnant. The problem? Charlie Kirk had been dead for 10 weeks. The math didn't add up, and the internet ran with it. One tweet that went massively viral said, "Erika just announced that she is 8 weeks pregnant with what would be her 3rd baby with Charlie Kirk. Only problem is Charlie died 10 weeks ago.
The numbers just don't add up. It's going to come out that Erika's baby is Vance's. Another user joked, "All I'm saying, if that baby comes out looking like a sofa, I know who did it," referencing the infamous and completely false J.D. Vance couch story. That tweet got thousands of likes. The pregnancy rumor became so widespread that fact-checking sites like Snopes had to step in. They debunked it completely. There was zero evidence Erika was pregnant. The whole thing originated from clickbait Facebook pages designed to generate ad revenue using fake news. But here's the thing. Even after Snopes debunked it, people kept sharing it. Why? Because it fit the narrative they wanted to believe.
Eventually, Erika herself had to address the rumors. In late November, she appeared on the Megyn Kelly show in Glendale, Arizona. Kelly brought up the hug, saying people went to the weirdest places with it. Erika laughed it off. "Whoever is hating on a hug needs a hug themselves," she said. "I will give you a free hug anytime you want a hug. My love language is touch, if you will." She gave a play-by-play of what happened. They just played the emotional video. "I'm walking over, he's walking over, I'm starting to cry, he says he's so proud of you, and I say, 'God bless you,' and I touch the back of his head. Anyone who I've hugged that I have touched the back of your head when I hug you, I always say, 'God bless you.' That's just me. If you want to take that out of context, go right ahead." Then Megyn Kelly joked, "They were acting like you touched the back of his ass." Erika responded, "I feel like I wouldn't get as much hate if I did that." The internet, of course, turned that into a whole new scandal. Social media users accused her of being inappropriate, of making light of the situation, of not respecting the seriousness of the rumors. During that same interview, Erika also addressed the pregnancy rumors. She revealed that after Charlie's death, she actually prayed she was pregnant. She and Charlie had wanted 4 children together. They had 2. She said it would have been the ultimate blessing to carry a piece of him after his death, but she confirmed she was not pregnant, never was. Did that stop the rumors? Absolutely not, because by this point, the story had taken on a life of its own. It wasn't about facts anymore. It was about what people wanted to believe. And then there's the political angle. At the same Mississippi event where the hug happened, J.D. Vance answered a question from the audience about religion, specifically about how he and Usha navigate their different faiths. He's Catholic, she's Hindu. And Vance said something that added fuel to an already raging fire. "I hope Usha may one day see things as I do," he said, implying he hopes she converts to Christianity. Social media exploded again. People accused him of being disrespectful to his wife, of throwing her under the bus publicly, of suggesting his marriage has religious problems. Then they looked at Erika Kirk, white, Christian, conservative, former Miss Arizona. The optics couldn't have been worse. People started posting comparisons. "Erika Kirk looks like the kind of wife J.D. Vance actually wants," one viral tweet read. Another said, "This entire thing was planned. He's going to marry Erika Kirk, be stepfather to Charlie's white children, parade them around as his own because he knows the MAGA racists won't vote for him with an Indian wife and kids." It sounds insane, but these posts got tens of thousands of likes. The conspiracy grew legs. People started dissecting every interaction between Vance and Erika, every public appearance, every statement. Fast forward to December 2025, Erika Kirk hosted a $10,000 a plate black tie gala at Mar-a-Lago to raise money for Turning Point USA. Conservative commentator Candace Owens claimed the event raised $40 million. Erika appeared in photos from the event smiling, laughing, giving thumbs up. Social media tore her apart, like any grieving widow does, one sarcastic post read. Another said, "I had periods that lasted longer than Erika Kirk's grieving period." The criticism was brutal. People accused her of moving on too fast, of using her husband's death to elevate herself, of cashing in on tragedy. Then came America Fest in Phoenix, Turning Point USA's massive annual conference. It was the first one since Charlie's death, and Erika made headlines again. She formally endorsed Vice President J.D. Vance for president in 2028. "We are going to get my husband's friend J.D. Vance elected for 48 in the most resounding way possible," she told thousands of cheering activists. The endorsement itself wasn't shocking. Charlie Kirk and J.D. Vance were close friends. Turning Point USA has always been aligned with Vance's politics. But the timing, the optics, the way Erika delivered it, it all fed back into the rumor mill. Social media users posted, "She's not grieving, she's campaigning." Another wrote, "This woman went from widow to political kingmaker in 3 months." The speculation continued. Was this about politics or was it personal? Now, let's be very clear about something. There is zero evidence of an affair. None. Snopes investigated the rumors and rated them false. Multiple fact-checkers confirmed there's no basis for the claims. The hug was a hug. Erika's pregnancy was never real. The idea that J.D. Vance is planning to leave Usha for Erika is pure internet fiction. But that hasn't stopped millions of people from believing it. Why? Because the story fits too perfectly into existing narratives about political marriages being fake, about conservative hypocrisy, about powerful men and vulnerable women, about grief and scandal and secrets.
The internet loves a good conspiracy, and this one has all the ingredients: a tragic death, a powerful widow, a controversial vice president, an uncomfortable wife, rumors of pregnancy, whispers of divorce. It's a soap opera playing out in real time. J.D. Vance himself has addressed the speculation. In an NBC News interview, he said he and Usha get a kick out of the rumors. He claimed their marriage is as strong as it's ever been. He explained the wedding ring incident, saying Usha simply forgot to put it back on after showering. When asked if the speculation was tough, Vance said, "It's funny, I actually don't think that it's tough." Usha, for her part, has remained mostly silent. Her spokesperson gave one statement about the missing ring, saying she's a mother of 3 who does dishes and gives baths and sometimes forgets her ring. That's it. No dramatic denial, no angry response, just a quiet dismissal. And maybe that's what's keeping the rumors alive, because in the age of social media, silence is suspicious. People want denials, they want explanations, they want proof, and when they don't get it, they fill in the blanks themselves. So where does this leave us? With a viral moment that's been analyzed frame by frame, with pregnancy rumors that were completely fabricated, with divorce speculation based on a missing ring, with millions of people convinced something's going on despite zero evidence. The truth is, we'll probably never know what Erika Kirk and J.D. Vance actually talked about during that hug. We don't know what Usha Vance really thinks about any of this. We don't know if there's tension in the Vance marriage beyond what body language experts claim to see. What we do know is this: the internet has decided there's a story here. And once the internet decides something, it's almost impossible to change the narrative. Facts don't matter as much as feelings. Evidence doesn't compete with speculation, and a 5-second hug becomes proof of an affair that doesn't exist. This is the reality of modern politics. Every gesture is analyzed, every word is dissected, every relationship is questioned. And sometimes a moment of human connection between 2 people mourning the same loss becomes ammunition for millions of conspiracy theorists. So is there an affair between J.D. Vance and Erika Kirk? No. Is there evidence of one? No. Will the rumors stop? Probably not. Because this isn't about truth anymore, it's about what makes a good story. And this story, it's too good for the internet to let go.